Each day, 16 Australian women are diagnosed with a form of gynecological cancer. We believe that no woman should have to endure the physical and emotional toll of cancer diagnosis. We are changing that. 1 in 5 Australian women will suffer from mental illness. And we believe that no woman should have to endure poor mental health. We are changing that. Every day, more than 70 Australian babies are born prematurely. We believe that every baby deserves the best possible start, but not all babies get one. We are changing that.
Yeah, I guess our story really started like any other young couple. We got married and decided to start a family pretty much straight away.
Our journey began with our third child, Molly. I'd had 2 normal pregnancies, full term, and then at about 24 weeks, I started to have some complications.
People couldn't imagine the shock that hits you when you're told that, or when you realise that your baby's probably not going to survive.
And yeah, at the time, I was distraught. I was absolutely helpless.
Couldn't understand what was going on, and I guess the fear of what the future held.
I do remember a social worker coming and sitting next to my bed and saying to me, "You need to be prepared that this baby may not live."
We knew that we weren't going to keep him.
We had a scan and they'd both passed away.
We just thought we were the perfectly normal family with healthy children, everything would just go smoothly. This wouldn't happen to us. I certainly thought that.
Yes.
And then suddenly it was happening to us.
It's probably something that you can't describe to anyone.
Every time you see the doctor start walking over, you hold your breath, just hoping everything was going to be okay, or, just waiting for something to not be okay.
He was supposed to breathe, and if he was supposed to live, then he would have. We gave him that chance.
I was in a very dark space. I'd even contemplated, leaving Todd if I couldn't have had children. Five months after we lost Max and Noah, we decided to try for a baby again quite quickly. So we were going through IVF again, and the IVF doctor found cervical cancer. So we didn't go through with the transfer, and I went for testing and scans and biopsies, and I was diagnosed with adenocarcinoma. So we went through a good sort of month or so thinking that we wouldn't ever be able to have children with the treatment that my oncologist was telling me that we were going to have. And luckily I was able to have a surgery to remove it.
I too lost a baby at 20 weeks. The worst thing ever. Never expected that it would happen to my child. And hopefully it won't happen to baby Isla.
We decided to try for a baby again quite quickly.
It's actually harder the second time because you know exactly that journey that you now have to go through again.
You do think that it's going to be easy to have a baby, but it's actually a miracle to have one, and things are never as easy as you might think they could be.
So for us as a family, we don't want this to happen to our baby girl. We don't want it to happen to anyone's baby girl.
Research is so important because that's how we're going to make a difference.
The work that WIRF has done helps so many women and family get to, I guess, what their end goal is to take home a healthy child.
We want to try and reduce the number of preterm births initially, and then hopefully get to a stage where we can eradicate it altogether. The amount of work they've done already is amazing.
I think the first year they'd reduce the preterm birth rate by 8%, which in itself is amazing just for the first year. You think about what else they can do over the coming years.
The research they do is what's going to make the difference.
I don't want to be part of the statistic that 6 babies a day in Australia pass away from being born too soon. I'm part of that statistic. I don't want to be, and I don't want other people to be.
We need those amazing researchers to change the journey for these babies and the mums and the dads and the families.
They're going to be able to help so many women and family in the future.